Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Mino, is someone who can add a nice bit of stability to midfield, Peter. I think he's capable of controlling a game, and I remember when I first saw him, I was really impressed with his courage, the fact that he was always looking to get on the ball, never moved away from anything, always happy to try and bail somebody out. And, you know, you like players like that in the team, and I think this guy looks as if he's going to go on and have a fantastic...
It's Pele! Pele with the cross. Keeper's dealt with that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving forward, tries to pass it through. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Roberto Carlos. Out of play for a goal kick. Has a look and plays it forward. Opts for safety. Nesta.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Botafogo, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Šeško. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Hernus with a real chance here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Lam. And it's Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
No way through, so back it comes. Mbappe is onto this. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much a man of this moment. Hernus, passing nice and neat. Shapes to shoot! Mbappe is magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. The breakthrough strike.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Mino. 30 minutes gone. He won't be happy with that one. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's free, he has got space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Lam. Hernus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's hit the bar! The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? The most accurate pass. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Zola tries to play it through, and this is Ronaldo. Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played back. Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Mbappe. That is a great pick out. He's going for goal! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolute. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Botafogo sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ferdinand. It's Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. Dida looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Defending was strong and firm. Roberto Carlos powering forward here. And here's Mbappe. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And it's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Nicely weighted ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Nesta makes the interception. Lahm.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Roberto Carlos having a look. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 18.
Roberto Carlos played into the middle. That's a decent clearance.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Bale. Zola. And it's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Always onto this. It's out for a goal kick. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lahm. Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And this is Bale. And he's in on goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bale. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's Thuram. Brilliantly cut out. Fired deep towards the back post.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Botafogo are almost home and dry now. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Shot at goal! Could be danger here. And this is Pelé. Real chance here. Zola. Roberto Carlos. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pelé. Bale. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Vieira. Thinks about the shot. There's a mighty effort! Relentless! Just relentless! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Zola. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Botafogo definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Šeško really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Botafogo
are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage...
Zola! World-class from Zola! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! 2-0, and in next to no time! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So that's 2 now without reply. Oh, what a mistake! Chance here to counter. Hernes. Botafogo are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer.
Botafogo really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Mbappe. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mbappe, and the finish! Really well taken goal. Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's Hullet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And the flag has stayed down. And that was very necessary.
That's going in strongly.
Seedorf. Passing nice and neat. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. That's a little off target. Maldini. Dida sends that a long way. And it's Seedorf. Succumbs to the pressure. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Seedorf. Mbappe is onto this. And he's quick to snatch it back. Hernes is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, that's a key interception. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf. Vieira. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but he's having a shot! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all.
expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that... And we've reached half-time.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos desejar feliz aniversário de casamento a dos nossos sócios torcedores. Substituição
And that's
no
the
time
start of
do
another
Botafogo.
45 minutes.
Camisa 30.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Camisa 18. Camisa 10. Camisa 4. Camisa 13.
Roberto Carlos. Azar.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Botafogo.
Different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Vieira. And it's Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. The second half sparked straight into life. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And when the manager called on him, he was... Chance! It's a goal! Botafogo back on level terms! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Hullet. It's a really well-measured ball. Now that's well seen too. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Hullet. Oh, they could break here. Zola. Oh, Red, nice interception. Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's good running with the ball. And this is Bale. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is... Oh, what has happened here?
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So, time for
Camisa
changes
19.
on both sides, actually.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa
Bergkamp.
26. Substituição
That's
em
Vieira.
andamento.
And it's Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's gone loose. Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! It's in! And they're back in front! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Thinks about the shot. It's Bale! He's scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Bale. Botafogo can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He is through here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Hullet. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's well spotted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? Vieira. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Teremos 3 minutos de
Vieira.
acréscimo.
Plenty to aim at here. Azar. Pele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the right. And he's managed to get free. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the player.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect shapes to shoot!
And that has been cleared.
Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Šeško. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Hernes. And it's Seedorf.
Šeško.
Thinks one through. Now that looks a decent ball. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that.
Šeško.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Zanetti trying to keep this in. Can he get it through? And he's managed to get free. Good claim, no margin for error there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Threads one in. Oh, it's come loose. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Knocks it into space. Still goalless at the moment. That's been cut out, well played. Zanetti. That's a look and place it forward. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to make it 1-0. Oh, great save by Dida. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a throw. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Seedorf. And he has been fouled there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira with the foul. Seedorf. Lahm. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nesta makes the interception. Tries to pass it through. Shot at goal! Goal! Botafogo! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And it's Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Delivers with, climbs up big! And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Botafogo are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So off we go once more.
Botafogo really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And this is Hullet. Botafogo do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see it.
Šeško! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That is good alertness. Oh, super ball! Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, that's a key interception. Šeško. It's come to nothing. Some resolute defending there. Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas. Zola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Hullet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Camisa 22.
He's still separated by the game's only goal.
Para a entrada de camisa 20.
Yeah.
Camisa 41.
And it's Hullet. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Ibrahimovic finds himself offside. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that If I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
There's a sharp little ball here. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Beckenbauer. And that's really well manoeuvred.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Botafogo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Gullit, can he spark a counter here? Looking to play him in. Vieira cuts out the pass. Botafogo leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Zanetti gives it back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nesta is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Turan chooses to go cross-field. Lahm. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's been shifted off it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Bale. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's looking wide. Vieira. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Time for a change in personnel. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lahm. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. He's one-on-one! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. The final 5 minutes. Gullit. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And it's Lahm. Stood up well to him there. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Gullit! Now it's Gullit. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Rice. And the number on the board is 3. And the counter is on. And he cuts out the supply. And he thumps it clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Hullet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Hullet. Out to the left it goes. Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header! It's fallen loose again! No, not quite.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Ernest. Seedorf. Roberto Carlos looking to hit the ball. Terrific header! Goal! Botafogo! A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Botafogo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And it's Vieira. Nice control. Vieira. Oh, sweet feet. Delivers the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Mbappe. That's Vieira. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Spread it left. Played in. Header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Tries to pass it through. That pass isn't the best. Cruyff quietly revving up. He's in a great position here. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Hoeneß. It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's worked it through. Dida claims comfortable. Zanetti. Vieira. And he's quick to snatch it back. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, nice touch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lahm producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Aims beyond the defence. Seedorf. He's onside. Takes aim and crosses. Roberto Carlos. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of real... Decent shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Dida will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A case now of complete control. Vieira. And it's Lahm. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. He's found a way through. Oh, it's played into... Up he goes! Araujo gets rid without sophistication. Roberto Carlos. Maldini. Cross from Maldini. Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? Well, played right into his path. Oh, he's burst. He's going for goal. Superb from Šeško. He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's made its way to him.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Zanetti.
acréscimo.
That has not gone well. Mbappe. Seedorf. Shifted it to the flank. Tries to play it through. Played back in. Now it's come to nothing. And the half-time whistle goes. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Botafogo pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 17.
And the second half gets underway.
Camisa 30. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Now it's
camisa
Ibrahimovic.
Camisa
Great
20.
ball if he can get there. Gently lifts it. And they win it back again. Vieira. Rafael Leao. Botafogo.
Do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Oh, it's come loose. Ferdinand. Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Big chance! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much.
And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
It's become a case of men against boys. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Now, can they get him away? Played into space. Great vision. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Play. A header! Sticks it away! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hoeneß plays it short. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Botafogo
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Hoeneß. Botafogo looking to pass their way through.
Hoeneß ploughing through the middle.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Hoeneß.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafael, can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira. Hullet.
He's free.
Great chance! It's there! And they are right back within touch!
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 19. Camisa 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa
So
26.
is this the start of a comeback?
Camisa 41. Substituição em andamento.
Lam. Ibrahimovic is having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Botafogo certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bale carries the ball down the right. That's a little off target. Vieira. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vieira. Beckenbauer goes sliding in. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Rafael Leao, and it's Rice. Pele conjures time and space where few... Shoots! They've done it! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Teremos uma substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Teremos 5 minutos de
Botafogo
acréscimo.
grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Oh, strongly challenged there. Vieira.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.